on the one.
What up, Garrett? You're
dude.
bro.
Dude.
We're all going hats today. So
look at that. We're going live on YouTube.
Charlie, what the hell is that, man? Yeah, I'll probably get the notification here in a second. It'll scare me like it always does. We got a big prediction episode. Charlie, is Rick around?
Nope.
Jimming it up.
Rick around. What?
I say we could get his predictions, but
His predictions.
Yeah. We have quite a stacked card for both Brooklyn and SummerSlam, NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3 that is, and SummerSlam. Okay. This upcoming Saturday and Sunday. If anyone's hopping in, that's we kind of have the Big Brother people and the wrestling people, but we're starting to get a little more crossover. So if anyone is that you've never checked out wrestling before and you're in the podcast right now, you can sign up on WWE.com. I would really, and it's free trial and then just cancel after SummerSlam. It would be really interesting to hear your take, someone's take that has never watched wrestling before and happens to tune into these two pay-per-views and give me your opinion. I'd be really down with that. So let's get right into it. Charlie, which pay-per-view are you more excited for?
I haven't watched too much NXT TV lately, so I'd say SummerSlam.
How about you, Garrett?
Fatal 4-Way. No, I'm kidding. That, by the way, worst pay-per-view with stipulation name of all time. It was doomed from the start, but I guess it's a hard question because NXT is obviously going to have the better matches overall, which may or may not be true because there may be more good matches. Because SummerSlam could turn out to be way better than I think anyone expects. Because I don't think anyone expects it to be like a regular SummerSlam where everything is just amazing. Like I don't know if that's even true.
I don't know. Last year SummerSlam kind of took a dump on itself, didn't it?
It can do that, yeah. I mean, it's done it before. SummerSlam, well, that because it was in the midst of the brand split, and we had already had
they had like two feuds going. They yeah.
Yeah, it was.
And
weird.
it had only been 2 months since they had the Battleground joint pay-per-view. So or 2 or 3 months or something like that since then, and so it didn't really feel.
It was a month. It was the next pay-per-view.
It was the next. Are you serious? What the heck? Yeah, because that's where we're at now. Yeah, because we just had Battleground. Wow.
So they didn't really have time to set up for like anything.
No, it was just continuing what they had.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just.
So this year we actually have some feuds that have been set up.
So, but I'm gonna go with NXT because I'm a mark.
I think I'm more excited for NXT because I know that I'm not gonna get that bored during the pay-per-view. Whereas SummerSlam, there are
SummerSlam's like what 5 hours usually now. 4 hours.
I think it's a 4-hour pay-per-view with a 2-hour pre-show.
Man, yeah, we have to start watching at 5.
6 hour SummerSlam, and I think NXT Takeover might be 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm tuning in at 6. I'm not watching the first hour of the pre-show. Ain't happening.
We're in for a grind. I'm gonna waste away my weekend. I already know I'm gonna get halfway through SummerSlam and be like, dude, I gotta start lesson planning because Monday will be the next day.
I have homework. I have like 3 assignments I have to do, but I'm still gonna watch NXT tomorrow.
I realized like how easy homework was once I started having to be the person to create it.
Because you're making it.
Creating assignments is so much more work than actually doing it, and I never realized it till I actually started having to do everything myself.
Wait, like you had to type everything up and print it out?
Yeah, like today. Okay, for instance, I gave a quiz today, and to 2 different classes. There were 2 sections of the classes, and 10-question quiz. Pretty simple, and a lot of the kids got it done in like 2 minutes. But when I'm grading 60 different papers, I have to individually grade it, circle or write in all the right answers, write in their score on the paper, and then put the papers into alphabetical order by last name, and then go in and submit it to 2 different grade books online by hand. Really, really annoying. But
sure. Nice. But the grind.
Let's get started. NXT Takeover is Saturday night. The order of the matches that we're going to go through, it's not a guarantee that the matches will go in this order. And in fact, it's almost a guarantee that they won't go in this order, but who knows? So Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, is facing Andrade Cien Almas. Almas has been the guy since Dillinger that he can be a face or heel and just kind of go against anyone, puts on good matches. Gargano is kind of just waiting for Ciampa to get back.
True.
So Charlie, what do you think about this match?
I'm going to take Gargano, and this is his first big match since the split. I think he takes it.
So we haven't seen a lot of solo Gargano except for the Cruiserweight Classic. Do you think this is the beginning of a push, Garrett?
I don't know if it's the beginning. I mean, I think it's like you said, it's the stall. Like they're just going to give him some wins for now, maybe on the next couple of takeovers. Well, will Ciampa be back by the next takeover? I don't know because they do the same. Sometimes they do the thing where they'll do a takeover and then they'll wait a month and then they'll do another takeover, even though it's not like a big 4 pay-per-view. I don't know. But I'm still taking Gargano because at the beginning of a push, so I don't know if I'll go that far. We'll see. If he wins and he wins like decisively over Almas, who's already established, in the singles division.
Tommaso Ciampa is expected to be out until March.
So he's not going to be back by the next takeover probably.
No.
So then so like I said, over the next couple of takeovers, we'll see the start of it, and then once he's getting into it with Ciampa, that's when we'll really see his push because you can't really push one without the other at this point. Not effectively anyway, without telling their story,
Doesn't it feel like they've been broken up for
a while, right? Because they've both been injured.
Weird. He had surgery the first week of June. It's just kind of odd that we're only in August. We're only 2 months removed from that, 2.5 months, and I don't know. It seems like he's been gone so long, but
yeah,
I mean that's a good thing for him. You know what I mean? So people will be craving Ciampa coming back. I think Gargano will probably win, but he's got that type of goodwill with the crowd to where he doesn't really have to win. So, he could lose and be completely fine, but same thing with Almas, really.
Yeah.
So, so it's kind of good. So no matter which way they book it, I'd be fine with what happens. I just want a good match, and that's a really good thing. The next match has to be the easiest call as far as win-loss of the weekend, other than one on the main roster that we'll talk about. But I got to take Aleister Black over Hideo Itami. Itami for me is just stale. So, yeah. Garrett?
I'm going to take Aleister Black as well because at this point, he's got so much momentum and he's so over and everybody knows who he was. Everyone knows who he is. This is not a guy that you can just deal a loss to because you feel like Tommy's still got something you can work with. Even if you think that, you got to move him on to somebody else he can just beat. You can't just have him take someone who's on his rise and maybe not all the way to the point where if he did take a loss like that, he wouldn't maybe lose a little bit of momentum, I
mean, honestly, if you were to just take anybody off of NXT and the main roster, to where it's okay, who does WWE have right now throughout the whole company that they're special? They just have it. You've got Cena, you've got, I'd say, Alexa Bliss,
Nakamura probably,
and
AJ Styles.
Black is one of those guys.
AJ Styles has always had it,
Yep, but it's interesting. Charlie Black's your boy. There's no way you're picking him to lose, right?
Yeah, he's not losing. He's gonna. I think it's gonna be a big match. I think it's gonna have a big match feel to it, even though just because I don't know. I feel like this will be a good for both of them to have.
And even though I don't like Itami, I really hope they give these guys time. It's not just Aleister Black getting that spinning kick out of nowhere and beating him.
Agreed.
Although that would still be really interesting because you get the established Itami just getting knocked out right away by the supposed new guy,
Yeah, but at the same time, Itami isn't. If he was at where he was before
he got injured,
then yeah, that would be huge. That'd be a huge one. But I don't think this is seen as a big win for Aleister Black if he wins. It's just kind of seen as a win. So Aleister Black is Charlie's boy. Sanity, and specifically Eric Young, they're your boys, Garrett. Are you taking him to dethrone Authors of Pain?
I mean, I really wish I could because I really would like it for it to be Sanity going to SmackDown because they've been the ones beating up Breezango. That would be just great, Although we've been told that we're not going to get that resolution at SummerSlam, so that's not really an option. So I'm going to take the Authors of Pain to retain here, even though you're right, Eric Young and Sanity, they're my boys, but and chick, I guess. Yeah.
Plus chick.
Yeah, I think I'll get with this after, but I mean, there are two undefeated people on the they're maybe the two most protected people in the company right now. Authors of Pain and Asuka are both on this card, and I think that the more likely one to lose right now would be Asuka. But who knows? They could pull a swerve, but I'm taking Authors of Pain. Charlie, are we going 3 for 3 for the third time in a row?
Yes, and Drew McIntyre is also undefeated.
Right.
Ooh.
But I mean, he's in the company before, though.
No, yeah,
Yeah, so
I'm just saying that's NXT's doing a really good job of that. All 3 of their title matches have someone undefeated in it. Think about it.
That is pretty cool. I like that. And has Aleister Black been beat either?
No,
I don't think so.
Actually, he hasn't. So that's 4.
Has Johnny Gargano lost a singles match on NXT yet?
No.
I think so. He's beaten Raul. All I know is he's beaten Raul Mendoza twice.
Every match has an undefeated person in it, and so far we're 3 for 3 on the undefeated people.
Wow.
But
Solid picks.
because everyone says the winner of the Mae Young Classic is going to have to be the one to beat Asuka, but I think Ember Moon is going to take the title off Asuka. I think we're going to see something huge tomorrow night. Charlie?
I'm God. I think it's Asuka still.
I can totally understand.
I really think it's that Kyrie saying they're gonna have her win the classic and then beat Asuka.
Something of note here is that Asuka's undefeated streak just hit, or either her undefeated streak or her title reign just reached 500 days. The title reign just reached 500 days. So if there was going to be a time, like, what would it be? Come out to like 520 something, maybe 530 something, when she would drop it, something in there, somewhere in there.
The next one's going to be at that Survivor Series, so it could be almost 600.
Yeah, that's the thing. NXT doesn't have pay-per-views for a while, and Asuka's only going to lose it on a pay-per-view. There's no way she drops on NXT, obviously. So interesting. Garrett, who are you taking, Asuka or Ember Moon? Hello, Joe Flo.
It's really difficult because, the more difficult of this to call should be the one where they were both undefeated, because it could literally go either way at that point. But I feel like this one's tougher because Ember could be her time to take over as the new leading chick in the NXT Women's division. So I'm gonna agree with you on this one, Brady. I think I'm taking Ember Moon just because I honestly think that if she does win, it's not going to be like a big shock. It's going to be like, okay, this is what we're doing now. Okay, Asuka's obviously going to move on to something else, whether that's out of the company or onto the main roster, Yeah,
it's interesting because before they did the angle where Ember Moon was injured, but she wasn't actually injured. And everyone assumed that they were going to – maybe it's like they wanted Asuka to have it for a little while longer. They weren't ready to throw it on Ember Moon, but – the entire crowd, the entire NXT universe was ready for Ember Moon.
Ember is definitely the most qualified to take it, I'd say, out of all the women on NXT.
Out of all the women that have faced Asuka at all, since Asuka's had the championship, I would prefer Ember Moon over any.
Yeah.
I'd agree.
Yeah.
The real question is, Garrett, are you picking 2 title changes? Do you have Drew McIntyre taking that belt off Bobby Roode?
Yes, I do, and the reason why is because I think Bobby Roode, like you've said for like the last couple of NXTs, we've predicted for, he's getting stale, man, and I think it will be less stale on the main roster because no one else is doing what Bobby Roode is doing on the main roster, with maybe the exception of The Miz. But Bobby Roode doesn't have a stable, so it'll be different. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I could see him moving up to SmackDown, maybe doing some mid-card stuff for a while until they need him. But I could see it. I really could.
We're talking, a couple nights ago, and you were saying, the more I catch up with NXT, the more I'm kind of down for a McIntyre title run. It's kind of,
Yeah, dude.
So
it's how I feel,
Charlie, is Roode retaining or McIntyre taking it?
No, this is McIntyre's title. He's undefeated. He's going to stay undefeated. And honestly, this with the belt on McIntyre, he can take it to a level that Rude couldn't. And, they've had NXT, their eras go by their champions. And, we are in an Asuka era as well as a Bobby Roode. And I think it's time for a change in both. But who knows? I would like to see it go to McIntyre. That'd be the first former WWE wrestler to win the title. And I think that's something I haven't heard anyone talk about.
Well, and here's something interesting about that too, is that while an Asuka title, era is almost as good, if not better, than a Sasha Banks or a Bayley title era in NXT, I don't think Bobby Roode stacks up with like Neville and Bo Dallas's original run and all those ones. Like I think it more would go up against like a Big E, with Big E Langston, who was great at the time, but overall compared to the other title reigns, it wasn't really that, and it wasn't that long. So it was like, I think so. Comparatively, it's one that you could see staying would be Asuka. The one that probably needs to move on is Bobby Roode at this point.
I mean, right now,
welcome, Hume. Welcome,
Bobby Roode. If he drops it on Saturday, Garrett, can you name the three champions that would have the only three champions that would have longer title reigns than Bobby Roode?
The only three. I'm gonna say. Oh man, this is rough. Okay, I'm gonna say. I know the first like 3 or 4 were fairly short because people were going up to the main roster like nobody's tomorrow, like no tomorrow. But okay, I'm gonna say.
They're all like 2 weeks apart from each other too, or something crazy like that. 3 weeks.
3 weeks apart from each other, and the reigns when they like what? Oh! You're talking about the first NXT championships, yeah. So I'm going with Samoa Joe. Am I right?
Nope.
No? Wrong? Okay.
Samoa Joe only had the title for 14 days.
Is that really true?
121 then 14. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll give you Finn Balor's the longest one.
Okay, well, obviously Finn. I was going to go there next because that's a safe pick. But so Finn, I don't think Nakamura had it that long.
No, he didn't.
He didn't. It was. Can I just say?
There's only one. Yeah, go ahead.
It's Bo Dallas and Neville back to back.
Really? I could see Neville. I kind of was thinking Neville, but I didn't know how long he actually had it for.
You know what's crazy? I didn't realize Bo Dallas had the title for 280 days.
Yeah. Yep. See, what I meant like by 3 weeks apart, they're all like 280, like 285, and like
right,
barely 300.
280, 287, 292 are the 3 title reigns. That's like the magic like area.
Got a couple of questions I want to get to in the chat here.
Yeah.
Gerber says, I used to watch WWE, but now I don't. Fume said, are you going to stream after today's episode? That's up to Brady. You going to watch it and you want to?
I'm down. Why not?
Sure. We'll see you there. Fume. And then Gerber asks, who has the most potential out of all NXT wrestlers?
Well, right now, the one most likely to strap the rocket to is Aleister Black. We can all agree on that.
I'd agree. Yeah. I think definitely on there.
But as far as main roster potential, the only guaranteed person that I see up there, McIntyre, when he gets up there, is going to just
oh, yeah.
And I want to talk about it a little bit because I haven't made my prediction yet. I'm taking McIntyre as well, but it really just makes me so happy that McIntyre is finally back in the company. And I said that when they first signed him again. Charlie messaged me. He was like, "Dude, you won't believe who they signed." And it's like, dude, there's no way they're bringing him back. So just so happy for the guy because he was all around doing indie stuff, doing TNA, Ring of Honor, all that stuff. Yeah. And now he's back. And the thing that I'm most excited about is, we're going to see at some point a title match between Drew McIntyre and Cassius Ohno. And they're going to kill each other.
And we also got Adam Cole coming tomorrow, so
that's right.
There's NXT
there's a rumor that Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly are going to be a tag team.
That would be such a killer team, dude.
I'm still down with Adam Cole and Ziggler being the attackers. I don't know if you guys saw that, but
yeah, that would be interesting because you could get to see those characters working together.
Introduction to Cole.
But once again, I don't know. I don't think Cole is well known enough to go straight to the main roster.
But what I see what they're saying with that is that I think what Ziggler has already in recognition would make up for the lack thereof of Adam Cole, and then Adam Cole, with his ability to just build himself to an audience and get over organically, would with Ziggler's help. And then eventually they could split off from each other, and Cole would, be able to just do what he did in Ring of Honor for forever. You know what I mean? I can totally see that.
Okay.
I didn't make my prediction, but I'm also saying McIntyre. I think we're all
you made your prediction.
we're all in agreement there.
Ja boy, John McIntyre.
All right, so let's
Now on to the B show. I mean SummerSlam.
Where's the button? There we go.
Now on to the B show. I mean SummerSlam.
All right. So as you can see, we all took Gargano, Black, AOP, and McIntyre, and then we're split on Ember Moon and Asuka. I think Charlie's predictions right now are what most assume it's going to be.
No, the Ember Moon's by far winning that.
Dude.
I probably should say Ember Moon.
No, dude. Everyone says that the winner of the Mae Young Classic is going to be the one to beat Asuka.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's
That's what most people assume. So they're not going to make a secondary title for like more women or whatever. So
no, that would be retarded. What would you do with that? Where would you even put that? The Mae Young show.
God, dude.
Hey man, just like that UK title.
Mae Young Live. Mae Young Live.
Yeah. Okay, that's the real question. Why isn't the UK title on this?
It was a terrible idea to ever make one. It should have just been a tournament, and that should have been it.
Pete Dunne needs.
Dude, Charlie, you were so behind. Hold on a minute. Charlie was such a supporter of the UK.
Yeah, I know. We were both bashing it, and he was still defending it. But
with what? Wait, defending what? Pete Dunne's the best thing they have.
Yeah, you were saying like, dude, Pete Dunne needs to be take the title and just hold it for years, and it will be amazing, and it'll be.
If they put him in NXT,
different shows.
Okay, but if they put him in NXT, but he's still a wrestler.
I just had a thought. What if you had Pete Dunne versus Drew McIntyre at some point when they get rid of that title? That would just be.
I don't want to see that.
You don't want to see that? Can you imagine? They would kill each other.
Very NXT title.
That would bury Pete Dunne because he's such a smaller guy than McIntyre.
Not if you have him actually like just go out there and they both just do British strong style. I mean,
true.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I'm too optimistic about this kind of
guy
stuff.
If you're going to be doing that, Like, okay. Nakamura is not going to go out there and have a barn burner of a match with Big Show. Because even though Nakamura has the MMA background and stuff like that, he's not going to, I don't know. I think you need
show Randy Orton.
Two guys. Oh, Jesus. You need two guys that are similar in stature in order to really wow people with that style. Two people that look like they can take a beating.
The number one contender between Dane and McIntyre was very good. Just kind of goes on what you said. Two bigger guys.
Yeah. So SummerSlam, we have 2 matches confirmed for the pre-show. The first of which is Jason Jordan and the Hardys against the Miz Taraj. Now, here's the deal. This must have been originally scheduled to be Jason Jordan versus the Miz.
The Raw deal?
And then they threw in the Hardys and threw in the Miz Taraj, the Bo Dallas and Axel, like on the fly after the injury situation with the Revival. So,
oh yeah, true, good point.
Really, it's basically how would they have gone? Jason Jordan over Miz or Miz over Jason Jordan? That's kind of the way I look at it. And looking at it that way, I feel like Jason Jordan has to get the win. So I'm gonna take Jordan and Hardy boys. Garrett,
do you think Miz would have lost the title to him?
Maybe. No, I think Jordan probably would have beat him in like a non-title or something because Kurt Angle could have done something along the lines of like, well, you got to earn it, You got to earn that title shot. He'd beat him and then go on to the next pay-per-view and probably Miz would beat him.
Right. I'm on the same line of thinking as you. I think it's got to be Jason Jordan. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense why they're pushing him.
True. Charlie?
I'm a little shocked for that. I feel like it's all day the Miz. I mean, the Hardys have been losing to everyone. They're not afraid to lose right now. So
that's true. They could let Matt Hardy take the pin, and Jason Jordan doesn't look that weak.
Yeah. I think Miz would have won the title. So Miz would have kept the title.
Right.
I'm gonna still using your line of thinking. I think he's gonna retain it.
Okay. Akira Tozawa, who is the new Cruiserweight champion, is defending against Neville. Garrett, I'll throw it to you first.
No. Yeah. There's no way they're taking it off him that quickly, right?
Agreed.
You'd be surprised.
I mean, no, I'm not saying that there couldn't be like a Brian Kendrick 3-day title reign or something.
Yeah, but I was thinking about something. The Cruiserweight Championship, because they want to keep it around for a long time. I feel like WWE is mindful that if they let Neville have this long title reign and it becomes too lengthy, like let's say they happen to be looking at how long the title reign was. Someone brought it up to Vince and said, dude, Neville's approaching, however many days. Think about this, 10 years from now, how hard it's going to be. We're going to have to give it to some guy longer in order for him to make the new claim for it. So you could take it off Neville for a week or whatever it's been, and then just put it right back on him and start a new title reign, and that can be your excuse. So
Fair enough.
Charlie, what do you think?
Shit. I'd say Tozawa.
Okay. But so we're all taking Tozawa, but I could definitely see it for that logic of like they still want Neville to hold the title for a long time, but they don't want his title reign to become so ridiculous that they can't have someone else pass
like
it.
a Bruno Sammartino situation where no one's ever going to take that milestone,
Exactly, like that would suck.
He held it for 197 days.
That's like right around the same mark they cut AJ off too.
Yeah, it's true. So to kick off the main show, we're kind of hoping it's Cesaro and Sheamus versus the Shield, the 2/3 of the Shield, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, for the Raw Tag Team Championships. I think they're starting the show off with a bang. I think Seth and Dean are taking the titles. Charlie?
I'm with you. I just did a little stat check. Go ahead, Garrett. Do yours first.
I'm taking the Shield Bros as well.
Nice. So I just looked up Neville's title reign compared to the other Cruiserweight title belt that they used to have. Neville has the second longest reign in the history of the WWE.
Yeah. So it's
He's got the longest.
And if they're looking at it, they're like, dude, we want to have Neville at least have this title to Mania. It's like, well, let's just take it off him for a week.
Yeah, Gregory Helms held it for 385 days.
Dude.
Really? Oh.
He was awesome.
Yeah.
He made that turn from the Hurricane, and he took like 2 months off and then came back as Gregory Helms with the shades and suit and everything. He was so damn good.
Dude, and he did one of those finishers that, like, you know how technically good the guy is if he can do that and not kill somebody,
Yep.
And then, like, he was in this ridiculous gimmick. So when they brought him back as just himself, that was good.
Easily the most hyped thing. I'm just so excited for it. Big Show versus Big Cass with Enzo locked inside a shark.
Well, it's a big show.
Why is Enzo in a cage? Did I miss something?
Yeah, there was
Big
because
Cass
reasons
saying that he doesn't want to get screwed out of the match, and so
because reasons.
Garrett, who's gonna win?
Not the crowd.
That's pretty good.
Man, Big Show. Big Cass. I don't see. See, this is stupid. No one really wins in this, like no matter what happens. I got to take Cass. I don't understand why they would. Because why would the Big Show win unless they're trying to push Enzo? In which case, I don't understand why they even have this match instead of just having them beat somebody else and just have Cass move on. I got to take Cass. I don't even have any supporting logic because there is no logic.
I think the log. Well, actually, Charlie, give your prediction first.
Big Cass. Logic done.
I think the logic with putting Enzo in the shark cage is that now the match is officially going to be a no DQ match. And so, if Enzo was going to be a heel manager, then it would be fine for him to intervene and give Big Show the win. But he's supposed to be a face. So if Enzo intervenes and Big Cass gets the loss, then all of a sudden Big Cass actually has a real gripe. Whereas now, since Enzo is, back up against the wall, he can interfere and win the match for Big Show and all will be well. But
Fair.
Enzo is going to get involved, and Enzo's joining back up with Big Cass as heels.
I don't want that.
I think that's I think that's the way they're going. I think Enzo, I think Big Show there might be something where like,
will they work as heels?
yeah, I think Big Show, because Enzo is like pretty hated backstage, and Big Cass needs something. So in this case, Enzo will somehow convince Big Show to find a way to let him out of the shark cage, be like, let me at him, and then Enzo will like, kick Big Show in the nuts or something. So, whatever,
Enzo does dive from cage that's 20 feet in the air.
Sure. I think they're gonna do some sort of thing because they always like talking about how big Big Cass and Big Show are, because I mean it's in their name too. They'll probably have the cage hanging
it's like
down.
it says on the tin.
The cage is gonna be hanging down, and like Big Cass is gonna somehow be able to just reach up and grab the cage and yank it down from the rafters or something.
And throw it at Big Show.
They're gonna do something stupid like that.
He's going to throw Enzo at Big Show, and it's going to be amazing.
Since this is your favorite match of the night coming up, Charlie, I'm going to throw it to you first. Rusev versus Randy Orton.
I want Rusev to win, but I think Orton wins.
I agree. Garrett?
Where's the hype for this match, man?
Yeah, there isn't any.
You don't need any hype. USA! USA!
Yeah, I really don't know. Neither of these guys really have anything going at this point. I guess I want to take Rusev because I would rather Rusev win this match, honestly. I don't see what you do with Randy if he does.
It's like there's no way to predict this match, so you're just going to take Rusev because you hope he wins.
Basically, worst way to predict in this type of prediction because...
That's true, though. I think they're going to give it to Randy Orton. It'd be kind of nice if Rusev got the win, though. But Randy always needs to win some feuds, because he's that guy that they always want to just be able to throw into a title match, and he'll be fine, But if you don't keep the credibility up with him, then all of a sudden the fans will start turning on you for even putting Randy Orton in that match. So you have to have him win some feuds.
But then what does Rusev have left after this?
Who knows? I mean, he's been beating Chad Gable every week, so it doesn't matter for him.
What they might do an angle where he becomes a broken man and has to go back to Lana.
I mean, that might be
he
interesting.
goes and begs to get Lana back, but she's already invested in Tamina.
Tamina versus Rusev
I'm down.
in a stairs match.
Dude, you know what I just noticed?
In a Judy Bagwell on a forklift match.
What the frig?
You never saw that, Charlie?
No.
Go watch the Judy Bagwell on a forklift match.
It's really a thing?
It's a thing.
WCW?
Judy Bagwell on a forklift match.
Well, you typed. I just noticed both women's matches are one-on-ones. That's a first for one of these big shows. It's kind of nice.
Well,
It's a bit no. No.
God,
oh, Jesus. Oh, it's on WWE.com.
You're on WWE.com.
So,
I type in Judy Bag and it pops up on YouTube.
Buff Bagwell defeated Canyon in the Judy Bagwell on a forklift match.
So what happened? What would happen if he'd have lost that match? Would he just lose her?
Here we go. The object on a pole match, whose name is usually derived from the object being hung. Blah, 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 blah.
All right, jeez.
Right here. This match is referred to by many wrestling critics as a Russo special due to the intensity of WCW Booker Vince Russo's use of pole matches during his tenure at the company. He did do a Viagra on a pole match.
He did it.
My God.
He did it.
What would you rather watch, a Judy Bagwell on a forklift match or Kenny Omega facing a blow-up doll?
I'd watch the blow-up doll.
He could probably pull at least a 2-star match out of the blow-up doll.
I think he did get ranked a 2-star match by Meltzer. All right.
Honestly, though, that Omega's special. But yeah, let's go.
Easily the weakest championship match of the night. Naomi versus Natalya. Naomi has to retain. I will be kind of pissed if Natty wins.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Charlie. Say Natty's going to win.
Natalia's winning. And I got a reason why.
Go ahead. What is it?
Carmella's cashing in. I think it's a big reason why they got Corbin to get his thing out of the way now.
There's a technicality.
Why would they have her cash in on a heel? Why not just have her cash
Actually, with the Corbin thing, I'll actually say this now. There's a technicality with that. Jinder's foot was under the ropes. So he might get the briefcase back.
I hope so.
And it's probably going to be after SummerSlam if he does.
I hope not. I hope he doesn't get the briefcase back, and I hope he just beats Cena clean. But we'll talk about that later.
He can do both. He can do both.
Garrett, I need to know your prediction for Naomi Natty.
Naomi.
Yeah, I'm taking Naomi also.
Dude, you're flipping?
Yep. I don't want to. I'm trying to think in my head a way I can justify Natalya winning, and I can't. So that means she'll. Yeah. He's on Total Divas with a cat.
Yeah, exactly.
They refer to her as the Black Heart, but weren't all the Hearts heels, basically?
No, Bret Hart was a pretty big face for a long time.
Well, but his antics were always heelish, though. You want to say? I mean, think about in the feud between him and Stone Cold, who was the heel? It was
Owen Hart was usually a face.
Yeah, but these guys were also over because of their in-ring ability too. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
That's something that started really in the late '80s, early '90s, New Generation era. You know.
True.
So Garrett, the Usos,
Brady
are facing the New Day, trying to get their tag titles back.
New Day.
Is that your prediction?
No, actually, I think this is going to continue. It's going to be Usos. Actually, I don't know. Is this a blow off for SummerSlam? I don't know. Is this
the Uggos?
Yeah, the Uggos. Day one-ish. Day one is H.
Charlie, who are you taking?
Day one is definitely H.
I want Usos to win, but I don't know. I'm going to say New Day. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of really like them without the belt. Now that they have it again, I'm kind of, I don't know. They just had it for so long before.
It's true. It was not necessary to put it back on them this soon.
So there's a rumor of WWE doing another superstar shakeup, and we talked about this on the show, where I think it would be great if the superstar shakeup was always right after SummerSlam. I think it would be great if we knew that the call-ups were always night after WrestleMania and the shakeup was always right after SummerSlam. I think that would be great. So if they do that, I think the Usos are a very promising candidate to move on. So I think New Day is going to retain. And then I would love me some Usos, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, new titles.
Ooh.
I would love that as a feud.
Man.
Although it would be sad to take the Usos away from Daniel Bryan.
Dude, that was a great scene.
They're doing some good stuff.
He's like, they're like, they both stuck out their fists, and he's like, yeah.
Dude, I liked how Daniel Bryan.
Let me join your rap group. All right, we'll think about it.
Group, and one of them goes, no. And the other goes, yeah.
We'll think about it.
I like how that's that dynamic. Like, not all heels hate every face, and not every face hates every heel. It's like the Usos are still like that cool uncle.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're like the cool nephew, and Daniel Bryan's trying to be the cool uncle.
Yeah, maybe that would be the dynamic, I think.
John Cena is facing Baron Corbin. Charlie, I'll throw it to you first.
Cena's winning.
Clean?
Yep. I think he's going to win in about 7 minutes. Corbin's done.
You know what? Well, I'm taking your boy, bro. I'm taking Corbin. I think Corbin's beating him clean. Shoulders to the mat.
I would be shocked.
1, 2, 3. Garrett, what do you think? Because once again, I think Cena's going to Raw too. So,
man, I don't know. I mean, how can Corbin beat him if he can't even see him, right? I mean, I hate it when we always agree, but because there's 3 of us, it's always going to happen at least.
We're not agreeing. I took Corbin and Charlie took Cena.
I know, but which means I would have to agree with one of you.
Oh.
What?
I mean, I'm alienating the other pick essentially by I don't know. Yeah.
3, 2,
Corbin.
Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. We're all going Balor.
Finn Balor. Yeah, I sense he's demon. I'd say so.
Yeah, has he ever lost in Demon Pain?
Not that I know.
He lost to Samoa Joe with the Demon Paint
Oh, that's true. He did.
in his rematch.
Yeah, that is truth.
AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens for the U.S. Championship. I'm going to take Styles, but there will be some controversy. I'm seeing an Owens McMahon feud, and I'm down. I honestly think we might see a SmackDown Owens versus McMahon Survivor Series traditional matchups.
Dude, I'd be down.
Whoa.
I'd be down. Because if Styles can pull the kind of match he did out of him, then Kevin Owens can do the same thing. I guarantee it.
Yeah, and I think they might do an angle where like Owens is going to head up his team, and Shane picks 5 guys, but then Owens' team attacks one of them, and Shane McMahon has to come in and captain his own team, and then probably gets the win for his team at Survivor Series.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that'd be a great. That would be awesome. I would be so into that. And I'm usually not into Survivor Series when they come on, but yeah.
Let's see. Charlie.
AJ friggin' Styles.
The only reason I kind of want Owens to win is so that Styles can go after the main title again.
Yeah, because it'd be so dope.
Garrett, who are you taking in this match?
They don't want none.
Agreed. So we're all taking Styles. Stylus. Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's Championship.
Bliss.
I don't know.
Did you hear that?
No.
I'm actually going to do something that I don't think you would
I
expect.
I have the Amazon Echo thing, so when I say Alexa, she just went, I don't understand that. Eric?
All right. I'm going to do something you probably wouldn't expect. I'm taking Sasha Banks. I think they're going to try something.
Think they're going Sasha Bailey?
I think that I think when Bailey comes when Bailey's back, that'll be where they go anyway, even if it's not for the title, you know?
Yeah, I think they're gonna do something where Banks and Sasha, like Sasha and Bailey are like really good friends. So I'm gonna take Sasha as well, and I think they're gonna do an angle where Sasha like always finds a way around giving, like she's gonna be best friends with Bailey, but she always finds a way around not giving or giving Bailey a title shot. So, and then eventually Bailey's just gonna get pissed and attack her.
Right, because then you have all this story they've built over like the last, because they've been hinting at it for like the last 3 or 4 months.
They'll give Sasha like some heel tendencies, and the crowd will just be dying eventually for Bailey to just turn on her. They'll basically make Bailey like the whipping boy or whipping girl for Sasha.
I see what you mean.
You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Until she's finally had enough. She pulls the "I've had enough." All right, Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Jinder Mahal is walking a UFC fighter out in 2 weeks to the ring. Thanks for telling me Sean Ross sat, because I don't know. I feel like WWE cares more about that than they do about actually putting the title on Nakamura, so I'm taking Jinder Mahal. Charlie?
I think Shinsuke.
Garrett?
I'm going to take the modern day Maharaja.
Oh, actually, I have Jinder retaining, but I think Nakamura will win by DQ.
All right.
It could be. I don't know. I don't have any specific way other than I just think he's walking out with the title.
I'm going to take Shinsuke, but let it be known that it's going to be by DQ.
Yeah, okay, so I see what you're doing. But yeah.
Yeah. Or like Mahal wins via countout. There's going to be something. They're going to protect Nakamura for sure. And then finally, the big beef, big meat, big med.
Big meat.
Fatal 4-way.
Big meat.
Taken.
Who am I taking in the Fatal 4-Way? Braun!
Nice. Braun Strowman. Strawn Broman.
I bet he takes his Tremboloni.
I bet he does.
Talk about big meat.
Do you think he uses 2 heaping scoops?
Oh yeah, brother.
Garrett, Charlie, who are you taking?
Samoa Joe.
Dude,
I feel like he's just so good right now.
he is pretty damn good.
Who's a better heel, Samoa Joe or The Miz?
The Miz is the best heel in the company.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think with time, Samoa Joe can maybe surpass that.
I'm taking the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, for one simple reason. He's booked on Raw the next night. So,
Where did you hear that?
the venue announced it yesterday.
Wow. Spoilers. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean he retains, though. That could mean he's just there.
He can come out and be pissed and say he's leaving, but
Could be. I don't know.
all right, let's flash over. See what we got from the sharing of the screens application window. Boom. All right. Show the final breakdown for the Slam of Summers. We're split on Jordan and Hardy's and Miz. We're all taking Tozawa. We're all taking the Shield. We're all taking Cash. 2 Ordens and a Rusev. We're all taking Naomi. 2 New Days and an Uso. 2 Corbins and a Cena. We're all taking Balor, Styles. And then the interesting one is we all have someone different on here. And the one that a lot of people think is going to happen, I am the one, I am the sun. Ramen. Ramen noodle down here.
Ramen with the ramen hair reigns.
I am the one. I am the son.
Ramen noodle reigns over here. Is the only one that we didn't take, so that means he'll probably win. But who do you want to win, really? So, Charlie, do you want Samoa Joe to win, or you think?
Yeah, I want Joe to win, and I think he's going to win.
I want Strowman to win, and I think Lesnar's winning.
Yeah, I really want Strowman to win. I think if you put the belt on him, you don't have to necessarily ever take it off him if you don't want to. I mean, honestly.
It would be so good. Oh, it would be fantastic.
Because can you imagine what he would do with the material of I'm champion of the universe? Like, come on. Who else could be champion of the universe? Like, realistically.
That's true. And then some other news I want to talk about right now. Ring of Honor is pushing really hard to get not one, but both CM Punk and Daniel Bryan.
Yes, I want that match.
If that is a main event match on a Ring of Honor pay-per-view,
I'm buying the Ring of Honor pay-per-view, yes.
I feel like I have to.
Yeah.
I feel like we have to do a show about it, too.
That puts them over TNA or Impact or Global Force or whatever the hell it is now. That definitely puts them ahead. Even just getting one, either Daniel Bryan or CM Punk.
I think CM Punk's going to Japan, though. That's what my opinion is. That's where he's going to end up, is Japan. Because the Bullet Club wants him, and I think he would be really interesting.
They have the deal, so.
Well, okay, but that way I'm saying I don't think they're going to have a Ring of Honor main event unless it's the New Japan, like the War of the Worlds show. Is that what it's called? Yeah, or that's what it was originally called. It's probably called something now, but yeah. And then, because can you imagine CM Punk in a G1 tournament?
I just want to see CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan at the conclusion of Bola next year.
That would be nice.
I want that to be the finals.
If CM Punk's not been booked for Bola yet, they are just dumb. Like,
what is it, Charlie? What do you say?
It's got to be coming up, right? Summer.
Yeah. It's just.
Oh, did you guys see who won it this year? The Climax?
The G1?
Yeah.
Was it?
I definitely saw it.
Was it Naito that won?
Yeah, Tetsuya Naito beat Omega right after he beat Okada.
Yeah. It was a good night for Naito.
He's that guy. He's known for breaking the Intercontinental title belt. He was smashing it and everything. That's a heel right there.
Yeah, especially in Japan, that was like super heat for him. You know what I mean? Because that's part of their culture, but there's respect.
I finally watched the Shinsuke Nakamura entrance during one of the big pay-per-views for New Japan a couple of years ago, where he just had a bunch of strippers coming out.
Oh yeah,
that dude.
He was the coolest man on the planet. He was definitely the coolest man on the planet.
Well, guys, we got Big Brother in 2 minutes, so if we want to watch that and go live.
So go watch Big Brother, and and we'll probably be live after. I'm down. I got some extra Chick-fil-A fries here, so I'm gonna eat those while
fantastic.
I watch Big Brother. And
All right.
Anyway, thanks for sticking around with our predictions, and make sure you guys like, subscribe, click a little bell so you know when we go live. Ding! And we'll catch you next time. Peace.
What?